And hello everybody, welcome back to British Stand. A big story that came out this morning that many of you may have missed due to the breaking news with regard to Tommy Robinson shortly after it. Of course, I did schedule the live stream, but then the breaking news came out with Tommy, so I needed to discuss that. But I do want to harp back to this because this is quite important. And as you can read there in the title, a major emergency incident, as of course a man has been arrested after having chemical explosives for an unlawful purpose. Now, it is a very interesting one. We're going to break it down, go through the full story as such, but as you can probably predict, the police have said the word that what it isn't, of course, an isolated incident and not terrorism related, apparently. So let's go through what we currently know with regard to it, guys. But as always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and get involved in the live chat. I'll be taking your reaction a little bit later on. And if you're watching this on a replay, of course, still do get involved in the comment section below. So let's go to St. Leonard's in Sussex. This morning or yesterday, residents have been evacuated as police declared a major incident following the discovery of explosive chemicals at a property in St. Leonard's, East Sussex. Sussex police attended the address on the A259 marina on Thursday, where they found the chemicals which they say pose a threat to life. A force spokesperson said that the incident is not being treated as terror-related, but a 28-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of producing illegal substances and making an explosive substance for an unlawful purpose. They said the emergency response to a report about suspected chemicals found at an address in St. Leonard's has now been declared a major incident. As you can, this is mad. I mean, the news actually came out only last night, this morning, by the way, a couple of hours ago. And yeah, as you can read there, pretty terrifying. Let's go further into this report. So, the force spokesman said that the incident, as stated, is not being treated as terror-related. They said the emergency response to a report about a suspected chemicals found at an address at St. Leonard's has now been declared as a major incident. The EOD, the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Team, had confirmed chemicals found inside a property on the marina on Thursday, March 20th, are explosive and pose a threat to life. However, at this time, it is not believed to be terror-related incident. There is a 100-metre cordon in place between Caves Road and Sussex Road, which also extends to some properties to the north in West Hill Road. Officers have attended all properties within this area and spoken with residents, and we continue to urge those who remain within the defined cordon to leave to ensure their own safety. Well-established plans are in place with partner working together as part of the Sussex Resilience Forum, in which organisations prepare for, respond to and recover from emergencies. Hastings Borough Council has set up a rest centre for displaced residents at the Royal Victoria Hotel east of the cordon. The A259 marina in St. Leonard's is closed from the junction with Caves Road and Sussex Roads. Superintendent Michelle Palmer-Harris said, "This is a complex but isolated incident being supported by multiple agencies, resulting in the necessary evacuation of properties immediately surrounding the address for safety reasons. I would like to thank those residents affected and the wider community in St. Leonard's for their patience and support. The declaration of a major incident allows emergency services and other partner agencies to work together effectively to keep the public safe." The Labour MP for Hastings and Rye told the PA news agency, "I have been in contact with the Home Secretary and we are remaining in contact. The Home Office is fully briefed." She said about 30 properties had been evacuated along the seafront road, but the number of people involved had not yet been confirmed. Ms Dollamore said it's a troubling incident for the community. People are concerned about what is being reported, but everyone is fully behind the police and emergency services and in this difficult time. We are grateful to them for putting themselves in harm's way to keep us all safe. The best thing we can do now is stay away from the area, and all I want to do is encourage others to do that. Hastings Borough's council spokeswoman said there are currently 42 households who have been evacuated and are at the Royal Victoria Hotel. Some of these households have children and dogs. Residents are being advised that the evacuation is likely to continue for the rest of the day, and a rest centre is available for support if they require. The police will be providing further updates throughout their channels. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Explosives, chemical explosives, to be used as unlawfully. I wonder what that could be for then, I suppose. I wonder what that could be for, because as you can see here, the police statement has stated that, well, a major incident has been declared in St. Leonard's following the discovery of chemicals inside an address, which are explosive and a threat to life. However, at this time, this is not believed to be a terror-related incident. Well, what the fuck is it then? What is it then? Wait, what do you mean? What is it? I mean, what's this guy going to be using this chemical explosives for? Unlawful purposes. I mean, look, I suppose there could be a very few things that this individual could be using this for, but not terror-related, according to authorities at this moment in time, and an isolated incident. I mean, we've heard that thousands and thousands of times in this over the last few months, isolated incidents and all of these kind of things. But, pretty frightening situation currently going on in St. Leonard's. And to be fair, I'm probably looking at the Tommy Robinson news as something that was a bit of a distraction put out at the same time as the mainstream media, of course, were briefed on this one. But yeah, certainly concerning. A major incident in Sussex, as a man has been arrested after having chemical explosives in his possession that pose a threat to kill, and he's using them for unlawful purposes. Mental. Just another day in Britain, I suppose. But, of course, again, my job is to tell you that the police have said that it is not terror-related. So make of that what you will. Guys, get into the live chat. Let's go through what people are saying. I see a super chat there. Thank you so much. Civil Defence again. Very, very, of course, generous. Another Alan Snapbar, busy doing some home cooking. Perhaps he wanted a job in a kebab shop. I mean, that could certainly be something, you don't know what he's cooking up. But, yeah, thank you so much for your donation there, Civil Defence. I've got another donation, guys. We'll go through the super chats and then, of course, go through the other chats, guys. So for those of you that just want to bring up a point or two, we'll go through your chats as well. So do let us know what you think in the live chat. Australian $10. Thank you so much. The West is tiptoeing towards disaster and there's too many people in power without a clue or purposefully allowing this shit to happen. Exactly. I mean, there's always something currently going on within the country. Now, we don't know who this individual is. There is no name for this 28-year-old so far, but has been arrested. And that's all we've really got so far with regard to the update. There's not too much on what we know so far. I mean, it's always in the dark and fairly quiet. But this happened yesterday evening and has obviously gone on through to the morning. And as I said, the media and police statements didn't come out till early this morning. So whilst it did happen, the evacuation happened last night, and the evacuation is still ongoing by the looks of things. It's probably going to be continuing throughout the whole of the day. It is still freaking frightening. I mean, you don't know who you're living next to. Clearly, you don't know who you're living next to. This guy, a freaking lunatic, making chemical explosives in his house. Like, for God's sake, I mean, the Home Office have been briefed. That's great. Great to hear now that the Home Office have been briefed by one of the Labour MPs on the ground, or the Labour MP for that area has briefed them. But still, my goodness me, at least I'm glad that no one's been hurt by this, and glad they've got to it in time. But freaking hell, it's scary, right? You don't know who you're bloody living next to. Some lunatic in a small area like St. Leonard's just cooking away chemical freaking explosives. It's bonkers. Mental, and quite frankly, scary. So, yeah, you can't make it up, can you? You really can't make it up. But for those of you just tuning in, it's important to tell you throughout the police statement, because, as I said, we can't freestyle on this, whether you think something or not. There for those for you to see, the Sussex police has stated that at this time, this is not believed to be terror-related incident. However, the individual was using these explosives for something unlawful. That's what it said in the initial briefing as well. The chemical explosive posed a threat to kill. I mean, what else? Jeez-o, eh? Let's get some more live chats. Let's take some more comments on this one, guys. Robert says, American from West Virginia here. Welcome all patriotic, conservative British citizens here who want to become American citizens. I think a lot of people will be falling out as soon as possible. I mean, it's quite hard to get a green card these days. It's mental, eh? It's absolutely mental. Fight Zone Only says, every day is a dark day. I mean, there's always something to be going on, but you got this news. I mean, we haven't really had remember the one in Belfast that was going on? I think I reported that on Tusi's channel around 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, 6 weeks ago, about one of the guys that was in Belfast that was making explosives in his house. It's gone freaking quiet since then, by the way. Not really heard too much of him. Maybe it's been in a local newspaper somewhere. I haven't really been following it along, but I've not seen any major developments with regard to him either. So yeah, what is going on? Yep, I'll be on that next, man. It's a busy day, but there's so much stuff on the list today with news. Everything's happened today. Of course, you got Heathrow, you had the stuff with Tommy, and you had this one. So everything's in a line. We're a busy day for live streams, so we will be going live with that one a little bit later on. But this was the one that was next in the queue because I didn't get a chance to do it this morning. So as I said, Heathrow will be coming up next, and we'll be discussing Heathrow maybe in an hour or so. But yeah, plenty of stuff coming up on the channel. It's all happening today, so do, if you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all later. That's all we've got for this one, and I will keep you up to date with this chemical one. Again, this is only the information that we've got so far. Name, all of these things still not been given out, but we'll wait and see with that, and we'll see what the motive actually was. If it was an isolated incident and not terror related, we'll find out what the reason for this was over the next, hopefully, day, but probably in the UK, it'll probably take a couple of months, really. Or we probably won't ever find out what actually happened. But an emergency major incident currently happening in East Sussex, in St. Leonard's. Of course, mass evacuations have happened. A 28-year-old man arrested after being caught with chemical explosives. So there you go. But guys, I'll see you all later. I'll be back for another one later.